Pope Francis holding a ceremony earlier today at the Vatican, celebrating the brand new 13 cardinals who he has elevated now up to the highest point in the hierarchy there of the Catholic Church. But Pope Francis was ignoring corona restrictions. I'm not surprised by this. We're going to get into all the details of what took place, guys. Before we go any further, if you enjoy the daily content I put out for you guys here on YouTube, you'd like to help support my ministry, you could do so for as little as $5 a month. Patreon.com/conservative-truth. That link in the description gets you access to over 25 exclusive podcasts where I talk more about sensitive information. You get the alerts for anything that goes out on Patreon. Unlike YouTube, you will not be notified of all the videos that I put out, even if you have the bell selected, because YouTube doesn't like me. But I know you guys do like me, so when you get done watching me here, browse back and check what you've missed. Please like this video, share it, hit the bell, subscribe, and I wear the glasses because I'm blind. So Pope Francis, he had this celebration at the Vatican, the 13 new cardinals. You know, they went through the whole ceremony here, but this is typical Pope Francis, right? Doesn't wear a mask, although he tells you to wear a mask. He tells you to follow corona guidelines, but the same rules do not apply to him. Now, of the 13 cardinals here that were receiving their coronation, if you want to call it that, only one of them had kept their mask on. Now, this is kind of how the ceremony went. The popes, or the cardinals rather, would come up to the pope. They had their masks on at the time, but then they would take them off. As soon as they would make their way up to the pope, he would give them their nice little pretty red hat, and then they would go off to the side. Well, only one of these cardinals, the new one, the new African-American, the first African-American cardinal, Cardinal Gregory, left his mask on as Pope Francis gave him his little red hat. However, the ceremony then took its way over to the former Pope, Pope Benedict, who's 93 years old now. He's very frail. He hasn't been a fan of Pope Francis. I mean, we know that. I've looked into a lot of stuff with Pope Francis and Pope Benedict. But the new cardinals and Francis visiting here at Benedict, and out of all the cardinals, only two of them kept their masks on during this time while they were singing, which, you know, is a big no-no. You can't be singing in the corona era. They were singing it to Pope Benedict. Oh, and they were also kissing his hand. Another big no-no in the corona era. And yes, Pope Francis still did not have a mask on as any of this was taking place. Are you surprised, ladies and gentlemen, by this? Oh, it gets even better. Pope Francis, in his message to the new cardinals, he encouraged them, do not use your new platforms, your new power, your new positions for corruption. Do not get into any sort of corruption type of a situation. Do not use your new platform for personal gain. You have a responsibility here to your people, to your churches. I mean, this is coming from Pope Francis, who's one of the most corrupt popes that we've ever had. Personal gain? You want to talk about personal gain? Pope Francis uses his platform for his activism. The man does not care anything about Christ. I don't even believe he recognized Christ as a true son of God. I don't. I do not at all. I fully expect him one day to come out and actually deny that. But that's down the line maybe a little bit. But this is ridiculous to me. You have this hypocrite in Pope Francis who's telling these cardinals this while he's basically doing the same thing that he's telling them not to do. Here's something else a little bit scary too. Pope Francis right now, these cardinals, by the way, are amid some of the ones in the voting block that would help to vote in a new pope after Pope Francis. Out of the 128 cardinals that are eligible to go ahead and elect and vote for a new pope, Pope Francis has put at least 73 of them in position. That's right, 73 out of the 128. And you can believe that out of those 73, that they all line up with Pope Francis as far as his ideologies go, his political leanings. You're looking at a bunch of liberal cardinals here, so that if Pope Francis is not the final pope, if there's one more to come that may be the false prophet, I think Pope Francis is the false prophet, but if there were to be one more, it will be worse than Pope Francis. And they will have his same ideology. And that's a little bit scary. Pope Francis has been putting everything in position right now, what I believe is going to play a huge role in, well, the end-time biblical prophecy. But we'll see how this all plays out. Guys, I want to hear from you. What do you think here about the ceremony, the no mask, the kissing of Pope Benedict, the singing? Let me know in the comments section. I'll have more information for you in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'll be back with more. You guys take care. Please be safe out there. God bless each and every single one of you, and I'll talk with you soon.